When I think about my story, I think about people that I've met along the way. The first person that stands out to me is Jesus. I met Jesus when I was 15 years old, and I'm from a small town, and I went to VBS when I was 15. And this church, the Church of the Nazarene in Fortville, Indiana, was so wise because they had a youth program to go along with the kids program, recognizing that there's not a whole lot for teenagers to do in a small town. And every night there was a different youth activity. And one night we were out on the high school football field, Go Marauders, Mount Vernon, class of '87. We were on the football field, and I don't remember the game that we were playing, but I remember that I lost a necklace. I had been wearing a pink heart mustard seed necklace that my grandfather gave me, which is big in the 80s. And all of a sudden it wasn't there. It had fallen off my neck, and so I was upset. And the youth leader, whose name was Donnie, said, what's the matter? And I told him I lost my necklace. And so the next thing I knew, I turned around, and all of these teenagers, some of them I knew because I went to high school with them, and some of them I didn't know, they were from other towns, were on their hands and knees, and they were combing through the grass of the football field. And I really couldn't believe it because I didn't think I would do that for other people. And so I realized that these kids had something that I didn't have. And by the way, someone found my necklace and gave it back to me. Well, by Sunday, the pump had been primed, and I really knew that I wanted whatever these kids had. And I went to the VBS celebration service, and the pastor shared a message, and then he opened up the altars and invited people to come down. And I turned to my friend who was sitting next to me. Her name was Sheila. And I said, will you go down and pray with me? And she said, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to pray. And so we both sat there. It was just this really awkward, long moment. And thankfully, a woman named Linda Wright was sitting behind us. She was the church secretary. And she leaned forward and said, come on, girls, I'll pray with you. And so Linda led me to the Lord, and I'm so thankful for her. So the first person I think of when I think of my story is Jesus. Then I think about just all the people here at Southside and how they've changed me and influenced me and worked on me and shaped me and formed me. It's very rare, it's not heard of very often that a pastor stays at a church, the church that they kind of grew up in. Even though I was 19 when I came here, I'd only been a Christian for 4 years, so I really grew up here at Southside and then felt the call to ministry. And it's really amazing. I don't think that's heard of very often, that someone is a pastor in the church that they started out in. And if I say any names, I'm going to miss someone, but I can just look across the sanctuary every Sunday and just realize how each person has touched my life and changed me and blessed me and brought good things to my life. And that just makes me very grateful. God's given so much to me, and it's easy to measure your life in things or in achievements or money or degrees or whatever, but I'm measuring my life by the people that God has put in it, and I'm very grateful for everyone that He has put in my life. My name is Jennifer, and this is my story.